NOEMI BORROMEO and her husband Arthur have lived in Saipan for 23 years. Originally from the Philippines, they're what's known here as guest workers, people from abroad on fixed-term contracts with no prospects for permanent residency. Their daughter was born here and is a U.S. citizen. NOEMI says they were all doing fine in the Commonwealth until the U.S. federal government took over border control.
They've put a cap. Now I have to return to the Philippines and reapply for another visa. I would have to leave my young daughter.
Of Saipan's nearly 30,000 workers, at least half are migrants. The federal government took over immigration here after labor violations were discovered under the local government a few years ago. Now, tighter regulations that include limiting the number of migrant workers will see 15% of guests lose their status. It's affecting many businesses, some of which have had to close. As the local government grapples with the federal immigration problems of its guest workers, there's an influx of tourists from neighboring China, Japan, and Korea set to propel Saipan towards an economic boom. More establishments are opening up to cater to tourists, and more workers are needed. Despite the immigration cap, foreign investors are being allowed to bring in their own workers, displacing not just the locals, but many of the island's long-standing guests, who now have to compete for limited work permits.
Of course, economy can't grow without workforce. We're making it a separation again of who belongs here. I think home is home where you feel it's home. And so you have someone that's been here for 20, 30 years, and you tell them go back to where you're from or go back home. It's very disheartening.
But Commonwealth officials remain hopeful as the federal government has agreed to review their concerns. There is little optimism, though, for those like the Borromeos, who say getting lost in bureaucracy has left them feeling like disposable commodities. Marga, Ortigas, Jazeera, Saipan, U.S. Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands.